Hello, hello, and welcome back down the rabbit hole. I am Icarus 480, back once again to give you more tales of psychedelic past. So before I begin this trip report, I just want to say to you all on your personal journeys that your Uncle Icky has got a lot of love for you. Fuck the bullshit that's placed before you every single day. Tomorrow has the potential to be the best day of your life. You are the god of your own destiny. Go out there, make that shit happen. Fuck what anyone says. Fuck what anyone thinks. Go get that Princess Mario. She's waiting in that castle for you. So yeah, this is titled the Good Bad Trip or the Bad Good Trip because it was absolutely horrifying. However, it brought out a lot of good things in me. So let's jump straight into it. Our little psychedelic time machine. This happened about 2 months ago. It was a Friday night. I literally had nothing to do. I was just chilling in my house. I had gotten gifted 2 little candies of 300 microgram drops of Owsley LSD on them. So I'm like, you know what? It's time to prepare the ship for takeoff. We're setting sea into the deep mind. Yeah, dude. So I ate them. Chilling. You know what I mean? So once I eat them, I kind of look around my room and I'm like, damn, looks like Hurricane Katrina in this motherfucker. Like, I really need to clean. It was trash, dude. I can't trip in this shit, man. There's no way I can get jiggy with it here, you know? So I start picking up my entire room, right? Start putting my shit in my laundry basket, fucking organizing everything, making sure all my fucking artwork is straight and, you know, perfect, you know what I mean? So I start cleaning this room. This probably takes about 20 minutes. Start cleaning my room, I'm done, and like I vacuumed, dude, like, bro, it was fucking A1 shit. However, like when I got done with it, I was like so hyped up and like, damn, I want to clean some more shit. Like I was just in that mode, you know? So I was like, you know, I'm cleaning my bathroom. I have my own personal bathroom here, so I start cleaning the shit out of that. Halfway through cleaning this is like when it became like, okay. So Owsley gives me this really heavy body load. It feels like I'm Pikachu, like I'm just like about to shoot a lightning bolt because my body is so goddamn electric, vibraty almost, if you would. So I'm like almost done cleaning. I'm like, fuck this shit. Like I need to kick back, relax, and drift off into my mind. So I come back in my room. I turn on this light. You know, I had a bunch of new artwork up in my room that I've been waiting to just look at while I'm tripping. So I sit back in my bed and I start shifting through music. Like, what am I going to listen to tonight? Like, who's going to take me on this ride? Do I listen to Spangle? You know, I'm not really. I'll get Spangled a little later. Ott? Nah. Desert Dwellers? Nah. Do I listen to Psytrance? No. What about some, you know, bass house or, you know, some Jaws? No. I don't really want to listen to anything electronic. So I'm like, you know, I'm going to jump to the old school. Jefferson Airplane, maybe? Nah. Fuck. The Grateful Dead? Is maybe more of a come down right now. Pink Floyd. I will listen to Pink Floyd. Dark Side of the Moon. It's perfect, right? So it's always a roll of the dice when you listen to Pink Floyd and trip. It has the potential to be the best trip of your life, or it could be the worst trip of your life. As you can tell from this fucking story, we can see where this is going. So I put on Dark Side of the Moon. Trippy ass album, great album. Sit back, start listening to it, right? Kick back, made a little nest in my bed of all these pillows and blankets, get nice and comfortable, just sitting there staring at the ceiling like, bro, I'm fucking, yeah, man, yeah, it's happening. So I started listening to Dark Side of the Moon, you know, I'm getting all weirded out and shit. This album continues to go on until the song Time. So Time is an amazing song. But the intro is absolutely whoa! It starts out with a bunch of alarm clocks and shit. It jump scared the fuck out of me, dude. Like, oh shit. So that jump scare is like what triggered everything. You know, I'm about to reach my peak at this point. I get scared, and then I can't get out of that emotion. You know what I mean? Like my mind wrapped around the fact that I got really scared about that. So this is like when the Titanic entered Iceberg Alley. Like, this is where it started to go south. So now I'm sitting there and I'm listening to it and I'm like, you know, trying to enjoy the music, but I just can't get off the fact like, wow, that really scared me. That fucking freaked me out. Like, heart's beating really fast. Like, okay, yeah, you got this, bro. Like, you're good, man. You're good. So as time, no pun intended, began to, you know, continue, I began to become slowly more afraid. Now it gets to the point where I'm really, really feeling scared, uneasy, and not happy. And I'm like, all right, man, it's all good. Fuck this shit. Like, nah, I mean, I ain't scared. No, I'm not scared of this shit. Like, I have no reason to be scared, man. It's music. So I started resisting the feelings and emotions that I was having, which is absolutely a horrible thing to do while you're on psychedelic drugs. Start resisting it, and it's just not going away. It's not going away. So eventually I sit up and I like look around my room and I start seeing all these like really dark shadows. Like my light, as you can see, like is going, but like everything started getting blocked with like blackness, like darkness was overcoming. And then I just like laid back and was like, you know what, I'm not even gonna look at that, just gonna fucking close my eyes, I can't see darkness if everything's dark. So I start closing my eyes, dude. And like everything starts to come out. So if you're an avid watcher of my videos, you guys know I've struggled with alcoholism for years, dude. Years, man. There's been so many videos where I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna quit drinking. It's been fucking so many videos, and so many times I've told myself that. I've never been able to do it. At this point in time, like, is when I really, really fell off the handle. I destroyed a lot of relationships with people. A lot of people didn't want to hang out with me because I'm drunk all the time. And, I was burying a lot of things in my life with alcohol. I was trying to run away from a lot of my things in my life, and this is when it all started pouring out. And I'm terrified at this moment. Absolutely scared. So I sit up and I start talking to myself, like kind of like, I don't know, just talking to myself. And I just start like degrading myself. Like, man, I literally look over. I was drinking at this point. I literally look over. I see a fucking half-filled 40. And I'm like looking at it and I'm thinking to myself, man, like that's what you want, dude. Like that's who you are. You don't give a fuck about anything, man. You don't give a fuck about anything but having the next one of those. You're a piece of shit, dude. You're a fucking piece of shit, man. People don't even like you now because of it, and you just flock to it. And it was like the more I started to talk and like really pull this out, it's like I felt inside of me this demon, like almost as if I was getting possessed by the devil growing inside of me. Like I could feel this demon inside of me, and I start to like really like lose my mind at this point. Like I start hating myself, really hating myself. So I start getting terrified because now I kind of like, I feel like a piece of shit. Like, man, what am I doing with my life, dude? I want to die, bro. Like, I want to fucking, like, fuck, dude. Start pacing around my room, scared out of my mind. Like, dude, like, oh, fuck. Like, yeah, man. I hate myself, dude. I really fucking hate myself. So now I'm like, there's rational thoughts that are coming out, and they're like, dude, get the fuck out of here. You need to leave this four walls. You need to go somewhere else and, like, just like free your mind. So at this point in time, I had walked out. My roommate and another homie were here, and I didn't know that they were there. So I walked out, and now there's people there, and freaked me the fuck out even more. I'm like, oh shit! So I run back in my room. I'm like, what the fuck is that? I'm like, yo, there's people here though. Like, yo, there's someone here that you can reach out to. And then like it was like a battle between the ego and the spirit. And it's like, nah, dude, just stay in here, bro. You don't want to waste their night. You're gonna go out there and just throw your burden on them, dude. You're gonna fucking piss more people off, dude. And then I'm like, no, I think I should talk to somebody. Like, I'm freaking out right now. No, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that. So finally, I'm like, you know what? I need to fucking do this shit. So I step out, and there's like my homie here. His name's Rourke. I'm like, yo. It's like I literally jump on the couch, lay next to him. I'm like, dude, it's happening. And he was like, what's happening? I'm like, I'm having a bad trip. And he was like, oh shit, like, okay, fuck. And now he's not really into psychedelics, so he doesn't really know what to do. I wasn't expecting to be like, oh, I got you, homie. Burn some sage. I'm a shaman. Like, yo, just fucking listen to your heart and like fucking Holy Cross and shit, or anything like that. I was just like, bro, help me, bro. Do you have a Xanax? Like, fuck, man. No, so he's like, oh, you want to smoke some weed? Like, do you think that'll help? I'm like, I don't know. At this point, it's like gotten to that moment in the trip where like my mind's so wrapped around what's like in my head that I can't even like light a lighter, dude. Like, I'm trying to hit the bong. I'm like, dude, I have it like upside down and shit. And I'm like, dude, I can't fucking do this, dude. So my roommate Jared was streaming and he was extremely intoxicated. And he turns and like starts making this like really stupid face at me. And I'm like, dude, not now. Like, now's definitely not the time to fuck with me. And he keeps like doing it, thinking I'm joking around. Like, bro, I'm having a fucking bad trip. Please fucking stop. And he's like, oh shit. So he like stops streaming and comes over to me and he's like, dude, you alright? Like this and that. Like, what do you need? Do you need a beer? I'm like, fuck no, I don't need a fucking beer right now, dude. He's like, okay. Like, just chill out. Like, what do you want? I was like, dude, I just fucking, everything is so fucking scary right now, man. Like, I need a fucking Xanax. I need a fucking benzo or something. I just really want this to stop. I really wish I didn't take this acid. He's like, well, you don't have that right now, so what can we do? I'm like, dude, I don't fucking know, man. I'm like, dude, like, honestly, I like, call 911, bro. Like, call 911, dude. Like, I think I'm gonna fucking freak out. He's like, no, we're definitely not doing that, man. Like, yo, you know what? Come outside with me. So I go outside with him. We sit down, and like we live on the top floor. There's no like roof on our patio, so you can just see the night sky. We're sitting there looking at the night sky together, and he's like, dude, like look how beautiful this shit is. Like, you know what else is out there? Like, try and take my mind off that shit, and I can't wrap my mind around it. Just absolutely can't. Like, I'm so scared, like I'm gonna hurt myself at this point because I'm just hating myself, dude. And I like was like, dude, I don't want to be anywhere outside right now near a fucking balcony, dude. Like, let's go inside. So he's like, all right, cool. So he sits, we go inside, sit down. I'm just like laying there, like crying, like freaking out. I'm like, dude, I feel like a disgusting person, this and that. And they're just like talking to me and being real nice. Like, dude, you have such a big heart. Like, don't ever fucking believe that, dude. Like, you're such a good dude. And I'm like, dude, nah, man. Like, I'm fucking letting alcohol get in my life and stuff like that. So he's like, you know what? Let me put something on for you. So he puts on Bob Marley. Fucking rest in peace, Bob Marley, you fucking legend. Puts on Bob Marley and puts on Three Little Birds, which is a song that's always followed me my whole life, but so fucking good, dude. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing, it's gonna be alright. So I start listening to that, and I start falling into it, dude, and like the demon inside of me that I was feeling when the beginning of this trip happened, it was like being overcome by this like courage, this understanding. I kept hearing this, like the words start today was happening in my head. Just kept hearing that. I kept repeating it to myself. And it was like literally like a lion heart grew inside of my body. And like I like literally stood up, like started screaming like, fuck that, dude. I'm better than that shit. Fuck that. And like this and that, man, like it was just this like awakening feeling that like I know it was brought on by LSD, but like literally nothing could like bring that type of like adrenaline into like my mind. Like, yo, I fucking got this shit. Dude. And then after that, like I'm like, all right, cool. And then I start falling back into a bad trip. I'm like, fuck. So my homie Rourke starts telling me all about this weird camp that he lived at a while back, and it really interests my mind. And like, wait, what? You gotta live on the land for 5 months? Tell me about how that was. That's interesting. And it completely pulled me out of this fucking weird experience that I was having. So after that, as you guys probably seen the Fairly Well video, you know, I'm stopping a lot of these things just because I fucking wanted to focus on myself, and goddamn it, I did. I'm fucking 2 months sober now. And yeah, you know, it's hard. Every day's a struggle, but fuck it, dude. I'm the god of my own destiny. I'm deciding what's going on. I'm not falling back into that person I was. So yeah, man. That's pretty much that night, but here's my trip report. I hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, folks, I love you so much, and I have more shit coming out. Say it with me, everybody. Peace, love, and smoke the DMT.